Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me, if you can see me, if the music is all right now. Currently, Bitcoin is having a dump. Yesterday, if you watched my video, we were talking about a potential another pump, okay, after this consolidation phase, just because, there were some bearish divergence, and it was very, very likely we might have the last leg up. Another pump, okay, after this consolidation. Guys, can you hear me? Am I lagging? Is the music okay? Let me know in the comment section. Let's get this started. Saraf, how are you doing? A dump back to 37.5 would be a good to cool down the RSI. Yes, for sure. I'm Stratbook. Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm going to put some long orders if we come below this area. Local Pilot, how are you doing? One of my best supporters, Local Pilot. Hello Andy, missing your live stream. Ali Ban, well here I am. Let's get this cracking. Another live stream. I was gonna get a video ready, but then I saw this movement over here, and yeah, let's just do a live stream. Get some viewers here. Let's check out the Bitcoin price and some cryptos. Your favorite cryptos, guys. Market is looking a little bit bullish in the short term. We might be having a dip though in the next coming hours and days. All right, boom. What else? Who else here in the comment section? It's perfect. Yes, all good. Perfect. Yes, we hear you. Great. Gary, hello, Andy. Can we take a look at Matic, OGN, and SNX? Wow. Lot of altcoins. Yes, we'll be taking a look at them straight away. Okay. Hi, we're going to get rich today. Yes, talk a little bit about ETH. Yes, we'll be taking a look at ETH also. Local Pilot. Good morning, Teddy. What about Neo? Yes, we'll be taking a look at Neo if you want. Bro, waiting for your TA, the Sports Baba. Thank you very much. Right, well, first of all, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin, drops lower, we know that most of the altcoins are also going to get a drop, okay? So, yeah, we can eventually see these bearish divergence here for Bitcoin now playing out, okay? We talked about the bearish divergence in yesterday's video. We were around about this area. I said I'm not long in here. I'm not, I potentially want to wait for a good retracement around about just below the $38,000 range. If we're lucky enough, we'll be getting down this area. It does look like that we will. Okay, we had another massive pump yesterday evening here, Central European time, creating, still bearish divergence. Now it looks like that we are going to have a severe dip here. It would be nice here to place some long orders. I am also checking out Bitcoin Cash. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is in this huge ascending wedge, finally breaking out. Okay, I like to trade Bitcoin Cash very, very much because it usually outperforms Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up 2%, Bitcoin Cash will go up 5%. So it's a great to trade. It usually follows Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash breaking out from this ascending wedge. Potentially will be hitting, around about the $610. This is my measured move, not to short, but to add to my buying position. Okay, I'll be getting some trades here for Bitcoin Cash potentially live here on the live stream. Bro, thanks for coming. The Sports Baba, you're welcome. Damien, hi, thanks for your analysis. Thank you very much, Damien. Can't we get support at 40k? Yes, well, we already broke 40k, Usman. We're just kind of below 40k. We can get some kind of support right over here, at the top. We've got this peak over here, and also, it is the top here from this huge green candle with this amount of volume, okay, on the 1 hourly. So we might not even break this support level. Okay, let me just get a support level here so you can all see it. Right over there, approximately just at this peak over here, all right? And yeah, this is also the top here from this major candle on the 1 hourly chart. I'm not sure if you can see the chart properly. We have this severe candle, okay, with this huge amount of volume. So yeah, guys, this might break here, this support level. It might be a small fake out. But if we go to the 15-minute chart, as you can see, we are creating like a kind of megaphone pattern, ascending megaphone pattern. On the 15-minute, we can clearly see that we are bouncing here from this support level, right? So it all depends here. We might get a bounce from there. If we break, guys, I'm expecting, you know, going to the $38,000 range, which would be good to scoop up some more buying orders. No chance touching 45. Do you short? No, Sodav, I'm not shorting. I am waiting to buy in. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to come as low as $38,000, potentially $37,700, you know, to retest the low of this huge candle. Okay, on the 15-minute chart, this is a huge amount of buying pressure. So, you know, I think it is very, very unlikely to pierce below this huge green candle. So, I mean, the lower we go here to the $38,000 range, I think I'm going to place some long orders, but it's going to be in Bitcoin Cash. I do think Bitcoin Cash, you know, if we come as low as, let me just get the chart for Bitcoin Cash, around this area, okay, this is the Bitcoin Cash chart, and if we go all the way down to these levels, which is the lower part of the wedge, I'm going to place some long orders. Okay, also if I zoom out here on the Bitcoin Cash price, we can see that we've formed this huge descending megaphone pattern, or, you know, inverse head and shoulder here with this huge, you know, downtrend neckline. Okay, we've got the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. Okay, and you know, this should take us almost to the $680 range. The measured move here, if it's a megaphone pattern, or, you know, inverse head and shoulder, you know, conservative target from the breakout, we should be hitting round about the $680. So a correction from here would be good to add into some positions. I did not long this just yet, but I can see this is a confirmed breakout. If we come as low as, you know, $610 approximately, I'm going to place long orders on Bybit with Bitcoin on Bitcoin Cash. Right, I meant 35k, not 45k. Okay. Hello, the best crypto analysis, Totti. Thank you very much. Like and retweet. Yes, thank you very much. Like and share, guys. 76 watching at the moment. 25 likes. Make sure to smash up the like button. We are ready for the next step. Can you take a look at XRP, Matic, and ADA? What's up, fellow human? Hunt, how are you doing? Right, let's take a look at, I want to see some other cryptos here, but guys, obviously, most importantly is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we need to do some analysis on that to see where we can go in the short term, and then we'll be taking a look at some other cryptos. Okay, let me take a look at some cryptos here that I got in the comment section from some of the guys. Gary, for example, wanted me to take a look at Matic. There are quite a few people that are interested in Matic, so let's take a look at Matic here. Right, Matic, guys. If you remember on my analysis, we were talking about Matic potentially hitting the $1.20, okay, after this breakout. I'm not sure if you remember from the live streams, okay, we have actually broken out from this huge megaphone pattern, so Matic is looking extremely bullish. We are going to be hitting some major resistance right now. I'll be showing you here on the chart. Right, Matic, zooming in here on the 1 hourly chart. Okay, well, let's stick with the 1 hourly chart for the moment. We did mention, guys, you know, once Matic was breaking the $1.50 range, okay, which we got several bounces as support, as you can see right over here. We broke out, okay, we got a massive rejection as resistance, so this would have been a good selling opportunity. And I always say, guys, once we break a resistance or support, if we get a bounce, you know, it is good selling opportunity, and you want to exit, you know, at the low. Okay, you do not know how low the price is going to go, but most of the times we retest, you know, the low from the breakout. So if we break out, retest, and you enter a position, you want to start exiting while we get close here, because usually the markets like to do double bottoms and double tops. We already know that. So yeah, this was mentioned on the channel before. You know, I was saying, guys, if we break 150, it is very, very likely we will go to 150 to 120, sorry, $120. Why is that? Because there's no major support or resistance, you know, in between 120 and 150, guys, as you can see here on the chart. Okay, the only data that we have is this over here. Okay, this took about, you know, less than 2 days to go straight up, back up straight up from 120 to 150. Obviously, afterwards, we had this massive wick on the 19th of May, a lot of volatility, and then the market came straight back down, straight back up. It was very, very fast. So, it's simple to see that there's no major support or resistance. There's no data on the chart. So, not major supports or resistance levels. So if we break, it's very logical. If we break 150, very likely we'll be coming to the $120 range where the next major resistance is, as you can see here on the chart. So yeah, we broke down, had a bounce and came straight back down. And also mentioned, the $120 range very likely to hold and get a massive bounce from here, which we actually did. So what can we expect now for Matic in the immediate short term? Right, we can already see, guys, there is a huge megaphone pattern here, descending megaphone pattern. We broke out. We already retested the resistance here, as you can see. Let me just zoom in here so you can check out the chart properly. The next major resistance is going to be the $1.77, which we are going to take a look in a second, guys. Right, what we can see here on this descending megaphone pattern, okay, retesting resistance and support many times. Okay, right over here we did have a huge consolidation. This was a point where you need to get ready to potentially place an buying order, breaking out, bouncing, potentially placing an order right over here. I did not look at Matic. This was already drawn from the other analysis. The support also retesting many times. Now, what is the measured move, guys? We all know this. It is the width, of the wider part of the megaphone pattern. So the width here from this part all the way to the resistance from the breakout, guys. Matic could even go higher from here. We should be retesting at least, the resistance very soon of this lower highs, and also this other major resistance, which is at the 176 177 range, where we've been bouncing a lot here as support. So we are going to get some type of rejection around about the $1.76 area. So any retracement here from Matic would be good to potentially place some long orders with not too much leverage to exit around just below the 176 range. Okay, which we'll be retesting very soon. So yeah, if we extend this area, which is super important. Yeah, I mean, any retracement here for a bounce is good for some long orders. We need to retest this area for sure, in my opinion. So this is what I've got for Matic. Matic is looking quite bullish. Okay, Matic's looking quite bullish. We got a massive bounce at the 120. Now we need to break some severe levels to continue to the upside. Sorry guys for this, it was quite long. I want to go quicker here for the analysis. OGN SNX, I'll take a quick look at SNX for example. I have about 4% in my portfolio of SNX. SNX is not looking extremely bullish. Huge, lot of consolidation sideways and actually breaking some major support levels. It's very choppy here for SNX. I do think if the DeFi if the bull run is going to continue, I think we'll be heading up. But yeah, SNX is just looking very choppy at the moment. I think this is it is quite healthy for this market. I think if we're going to have another leg up, DeFi mania in the next coming months, I do believe that we might see a good recovery here for SNX, potentially sideways, consolidation, accumulation, and then another leg up. Because note here that we had a massive correction right over here, massive leg up, just another huge correction, potentially getting the last leg up if this bull run continues. But yeah, not much to add here for SNX, very choppy. And yeah, I'm going to jump this analysis at the moment. Let me take a look at the comment section here. Best just look at BTC. Yes, this is true because it's worthless looking at so many altcoins. If Bitcoin has a 20% drop, then obviously altcoins are going to get a massive hit. Everything else follows. Exactly, KM, you're absolutely correct. Good day from down under. Hello, Monde Green. How are you doing? Neo 2. Right, let's take a quick look at Neo. Smash that thumbs up, everyone. Help Andy in his algos. Bernard Kungen, thank you very much, Bernard. Have a look at Coty and Theta, both coming events by the end of the month, main net and stuff. Right, we'll take a look at Neo first. quick look at some alt guys, and we're doing some analysis and also some on-chain data that we need to look on Twitter here that I found I want to share with you guys. But yeah, let's take a quick look at NEO. NEO looks like NEO's finding a double bottom scenario here. Right, let's zoom in here for NEO on the 4-hourly chart. Yeah, here we can see we entered this symmetrical triangle. It looks like it was breaking to the upside, but we finally broke down, as you can see from here. Very similar to many altcoins, guys. All of the crypto space, NEO is, a decent project. They were saying it was the Chinese Ethereum. So anyway, it looks like that we are kind of bottoming out right over here. We are looking into strength here for NEO. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. We did create a lower low from this point. Let's see if we can smash this lower high. So if we smash this lower high, then it will be looking, a little bit more bullish here in the immediate short term. We did slightly go below this higher low, sorry. So yeah, but all the crypto space is looking very similar. Very bearish double top here. Are we going to create a massive double bottom? This is the question now in the crypto space. But very similar. The chart isn't looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. It could be one of the best opportunities here for NEO to buy in if the bull run is going to continue. Clear double top right over here. This might be a clear double bottom accumulation to continue. So the chart is not looking, in the macro perspective, it is looking quite good. Just a massive correction, and it looks like it is bottoming out here for NEO. Let's take a quick look at Theta and COTI. Right, Theta US dollar. Yeah, Theta is right now hitting some major resistance, okay, from these lower highs. Just about to break out, guys. So it is looking quite bullish if we manage to break out the $9. Yeah, I think we'll have an attempt to $10.50 all the way to $12 also, which is the next major resistance point. We were talking about this ascending triangle in the past for Theta. Okay, clear breakout. We did have some wicks here to the downside, but we can clearly see this resistance point, higher lows over here creating this ascending triangle. So yeah, the measured move is getting, the back here from the triangle, and from the breakout, guys, we should be hitting, just below the $12 very soon. Obviously, we are getting rejection from this trend line of these lower highs. As you can see, I've connected, these lower highs. We had a trend line already with these 2 points, and yeah, we're getting massive rejection here from this resistance, creating lower highs. So it would be very bullish if we manage to get above this lower high, which is currently at the $10.50 here for exactly just below the $10.50, $10, yeah, about the $10.50. So if we break from this resistance point and then break this, then it's going to be looking extremely bullish. I do think if we break the $10.50, we'll be having a retest at the $12.50 range here for Theta. Theta's looking extremely bullish. I'm really bullish on Theta. Definitely got a really bright future. Theta can go to tens and tens of dollars, maybe not $100 per Theta, but I do see potentially $50, $60 Theta in the future. So yeah, now the main thing for Theta is getting above these lower highs that we are creating to start getting back into that bull macro trend. But yeah, it's looking quite good, getting a good recovery here, Theta. Let's take a quick look at COTI, guys, and then we'll go through Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, stay calm here with the chart. XRP, okay, COTI and XRP, and let's focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the main leaders of the market, okay? Right, Coty's had a massive, you know, it seems like we did not break this major resistance. Okay, we broke out from this symmetrical triangle, but we got rejected here from this high. So, did Coty create an ascending triangle and finally broke to the downside? As you can see, if we go to the daily chart, no, daily chart is too much. 4-hourly chart. We were kind of creating still higher lows right over here. We finally broke out from the triangle to the downside. So we're creating these higher lows, as you can see here. And then once we broke out, you know, we did not break out from this higher low. We finally did break out. So yeah, we got, you know, a bounce from there. If we get a support line right over there, we can clearly see that we finally broke out. We are getting major rejection now here, as you can see. So yeah, Coty broke out from the 22 cents. Okay, we did a double bottom scenario right over here. So this could have been perfectly a fake out, but we finally confirmed the breakout, then getting a massive bounce and doing a double bottom right over here. So this is why I tell most of my viewers, you know, if you enter a trade at the bounce of a support and resistance, you want to exit at the peak of the breakout. So if you break out here, you enter here, you exit down over here at a double bottom scenario. This is a very, very good trading strategy. And yeah, now to remain bullish here for Coty, what I see is that we are creating a double bottom scenario. So if we manage to break out from here, it's going to be very difficult because there's a lot of volatility. We would have to break from this peak over here to confirm the double bottom scenario. It looks like a mini Adam and Eve scenario here, being the Adam and the Eve here on the 4-hourly chart. So if this manages to play out, you know, we could potentially retest. Yeah, if we break the 23 cents, I would say the 24 cents to stay conservative. Yeah, a retest at 27, below the 28 cents is very, very possible. This is a fake out area, as you can see. So yeah, we would have to break the 23.5 cents. And this would be a double bottom scenario, retesting here the 27.5 cents here at this resistance point. Very, very likely in the next coming days. Creating this double bottom. We'll have to break the 23 cents here for Coty. Right, let's take a look. Ada, Solana, Ontology, Atom, please. Andy, right. Bernard, one of my biggest supporters of the channel. I need to take a look at some of these altcoins because Bernard has been an incredible supporter of the channel. Right, let's take a look at ADA. ADA quickly here. Right. Okay, ADA, what can we see here for ADA? Got too many lines here. Let's just do a fresh analysis. ADA managing to get, you know, it is so volatile. The chart of ADA is looking extremely volatile. There's definitely some whale movements here trying to push the price down. It's just too much choppiness right over here. So technical analysis is very, very difficult at the moment for ADA. But we can clearly see that the $1.45 range, you know, we are just wicking below here. It's been major resistance here in the past. We've talked many times here on the channel. And yeah, obviously we are getting a nice bounce from this area. So we should be heading up from here. We can clearly see that we are getting major bounces here on ADA. I see a small Adam and Eve kind of situation, double bottom. You know, the second bottom is going below here, but anyway, we can clearly see that we are getting a major bounce. So if we break this resistance point at the 163 cents is where I have my line here. As you can see, it's been, you know, we've had a bounce here a couple of times. You know, if we see a clear breakout from this resistance, very likely we'll have a leg up to this next major resistance here for ADA around about the $1.85 here, where we've got this critical resistance, you know, and I think it does coincidence with the measured move of this double bottom formation from the breakout. This is the next major resistance, so it would make a lot of sense if we break with the 163 with some decent volume. Okay, good price action. Very likely we'll be retesting $1.85 here. Okay, that would be the measured move from this double bottom scenario coming to these $1.85. That would be the bullish scenario. We need a clear breakout with the 163. Obviously we'll be checking out Bitcoin and Ethereum to see what are they going to do. XRP, okay, we'll be taking a look at XRP straight away, and yeah, it's going to be almost impossible, guys, to go all through the comments. I want to show you Bitcoin and Ethereum. First of all, make sure to smash up the like button, guys, if you want to help me out here with the channel. So XRP US dollar, 155 watching at the moment and 61 likes. You'll be helping me out immensely, guys. XRP US dollar here. Yeah, I mean, very, very similar to many charts. I am expecting XRP to have a massive bounce from this area. We talked about XRP here, creating these patterns consistently. Which patterns? They are like a Bart Simpson pattern, where we have a huge leg up, we go sideways for a long time, then have, go back down from when we came, then we go sideways and then come back up from where we came. Okay, as you can see, there's two Bart Simpson patterns. We did kind of do one right over here. As you can see, we have massive legs up and then a lot of choppiness and then massive leg to the downside. Now we are having this choppiness right over here. So the most likely scenario, in my opinion, if we are going to continue in the bull run, XRP, I think is they are going to win the lawsuit against the SEC. So it would make sense to have another leg up at least to the $1.60 $1.70 range, $1.80 here to this top level. So no, this is just because XRP moves this way, and XRP is just incredible. It has such weird moves, but when XRP goes parabolic, it is insane. It is insane. So we haven't seen the major parabolic run also in this bull run. So yeah, XRP looks like potentially bottoming out right over here. We are still creating, in the macro perspective, we are creating higher lows here, as you can see. So yeah, not looking too bad. If we're still creating higher lows, we might be seeing some nice pumps here. Right, let's take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it's not worth looking at many altcoins if Bitcoin and Ethereum, are not going to do some big moves. Let me just go quickly to the comment section. Hey Andy, could you have a quick look at ADA? Yes, I've taken a look at ADA. ADA should hold the 145 nicely and start pumping from there. Major support. Okay, right, let's take a look at Ethereum. Okay, yeah, definitely hodl for XRP. I mean, XRP will do well. It's not just the best performing coin, but obviously they've been having some problems, as you know. And yeah, XRP will definitely have when XRP moves, and this suddenly this will indicate the end of the bull run. It will have a massive pump. Nobody knows if it's going to be to $4, $6, potentially, $8, $10. I don't see XRP going above $10. It would need a huge amount of market capitalization. So yeah, $6, $8 is a realistic call for the end of the bull run, potentially for XRP. Right, Bitcoin is getting a bounce here from this support level, okay, of this ascending megaphone pattern. So Bitcoin Cash eventually will be getting a severe bounce here also. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Right, Ethereum is looking really good here, because let me show you a potential move that might be happening for Ethereum. Ethereum here might be forming an Adam and Eve double bottom scenario. Okay, if this doesn't happen, this could also be like an inverse head and shoulder if we do have a severe correction in the next coming days. But I do see if we break this level at the 2,630, the next high, with some decent volume, I do see a quite big move here on Ethereum all the way to the $290 range, which has been our next major resistance point, where it was very, very difficult to break, and we finally broke to the downside from this ascending triangle. We'll get you the 10 subs, mate. Ignacio, yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, Ethereum here potentially creating this Adam and Eve formation, which is very, very bullish. Okay, we have, you know, this severe peak here as being the Adam and then the Eve. Okay, major resistance now at the $2,630 range. So yeah, very, very likely if this breaks out, this is something we'll be paying attention, because this, if it breaks out, we need to break out with some decent volume. Okay, guys, decent volume. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but this will confirm, you know, this double bottom scenario. We might be getting heavily rejected just because on the 1 hourly, you know, we can see the RSI going down slightly to the downside, and the price just having a massive leg up here. You know, from this point, from the peak on the RSI, we can see the price just going absolutely insane, and the RSI is, you know, going down, losing steam. So if you ask me, the most likely scenario would be getting some type of correction here on the 1 hourly chart. You know, very likely that the RSI, you know, will come down, with dragging the price down eventually. Okay, so but if we did manage to break out from here, you know, we might go sideways for quite a long, and the RSI is still going down, so this would be quite bullish, potentially, you know, to get some steam here to break out from this major resistance at the $2,630. But this could this also be like an inverse head and shoulder if we do have this correction, you know, all the way down to the $2,400 range, 2,450. This could also be the scenario here for Ethereum. Bull trap, yes, potentially. Who knows? It might, maybe yes, maybe no. Also, this also happens a lot, guys. We see a descending wedge, you know, and from the breakout of a descending wedge, we also see usually like an inverse head and shoulder formation. You know, I see this pattern play out many times, and then finally, you know, coming to the top of this descending wedge. And in this case, it would be just below the $2,900 if we see this, you know, as an Adam and Eve double bottom, or a inverse head and shoulder, or depending what's going to happen in the next coming days. But yeah, we could, you know, potentially see, you know, a retest at the $2,900 for Ethereum. This is the bullish case scenario. Eventually, I do see some type of pullback because of the bearish divergence, as we can see here on the 1 hourly chart. Could be a bull trap with a mouth of bot boring the retail investors. Definitely a bull trap, just like the last month of mini pumps. Potentially a bull trap. Who knows? We did see some severe, a big pump here, but this could be easily manipulation. Okay, easy, you know, just to get someone, you know, one entity, easy to just make the price pump. You know, have a massive buy order. And yeah, exactly. Now we might have a correction. We all think that it's going to retest this support level, you know, from this huge symmetrical triangle. Okay, let me go just quickly to the 4 hourly chart here. And yeah, I'm expecting eventually a kind of pullback here. It would make sense, a pullback and some type of consolidation before we have the next severe leg up. But has this been the bull trap? You know, who knows? Who knows? I am going to place some buy orders at the retest if we come this low. Also, on the 4 hourly chart, if we zoom in here, you know, it would make sense to come down to these levels, because, you know, we've had massive pump on the 4 hourly chart. There is some, no, there's no divergence here. No divergence on the 4 hourly, but overbought territory, so very likely to get a pullback from here. Let me just get the Fibonacci retracement tool, you know, from this lower part all the way up here. It would make sense, you know, coming at least to the 38-50% levels, which was just around the $38,000, potentially a leg down to the golden pocket here at 37,200. I think 37,200 is major support. It has been major resistance and support in the past. So yeah, I would definitely be placing some long orders if we get a retest down here. This is me, guys. You do not need to do this, but this is how I'm going to play the market. We're actually getting a nice bounce here from the support level of this ascending megaphone pattern, if you will. But this is a bearish pattern usually, and yeah, a breakout from here, you know, is getting, you know, the width here from the megaphone pattern, from the breakout. So this measured move could easily take us down to these levels. It would make sense to get a pullback to these levels. Can you talk about BTC Dominance? Okay, let's take a look at the BTC Dominance. I did make a video a couple of days back on the Bitcoin Dominance here, Benson. And obviously Bitcoin Dominance will go to the 50% levels or around that area. The most likely scenario in the short term, we're actually hitting 45%. So yeah, I do expect the Bitcoin Dominance. This is the 4-hourly. Let's go to the daily because you want to see the macro perspective here for the dominance. Yeah, I was talking about the Bitcoin Dominance, you know, very likely getting, you know, a nice bounce here, potentially to the 50% levels. You know, I don't see it coming to the 55. It could happen, but I don't think we will go this high in the next coming weeks. But yeah, definitely, you know, sideways or even slightly to the upside. I do see some massive hidden bearish divergence, you know, where if you see the RSI going up, you know, and the price action, you know, we can see this price action right over here at about the 62% levels, and the RSI here on the daily right over here. And if the RSI goes above, you know, this level, and you know, obviously the percentage won't go above, you know, it's got a long run, it would have a massive pump. Very unlikely in my opinion. We could go to the 50, you know, and then the RSI will go into overbought territory. And yeah, if the RSI is creating high highs here, okay, and obviously the percentage in the Bitcoin Dominance is creating lower highs, this is massive hidden divergence. Okay guys, so this usually indicates that the trend is going to continue. So if we come in from a huge downtrend, you know, and the RSI is going up, and you know, we are creating lower highs on the percentage in this case, then yeah, eventually at some point, you know, the RSI is going to be in at overbought territory, and it will get dragged back down, you know, potentially taking the dominance, you know, to 30%. I am expecting a 30% dominance in Bitcoin in the future. It's not going to take weeks. It might be, you know, in August, September, October, you know, potentially entering 2022. So it would make sense the dominance going sideways and slightly to the upside all the way till September or October, who knows. You know, seeing the altcoins going down, going up, but this is what makes sense. You know, we are having a massive crash. Eventually, this will continue, you know, this will continue. There are many altcoins that are going to get a lot of the percentage of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin still will be king. Don't get me wrong, it still will be king. You know, if Bitcoin has 25% of the dominance, it is still a fourth of the entire crypto market cap. It is still a huge amount. A lot of people saying no, a lot of altcoins will die. Many altcoins will actually succeed, you know, such as Ethereum, such as potentially Cardano. Cardano is getting the smart contracts live in July. We're going to see some major upgrades on Cardano. Theta network, you know, there is a bunch of altcoins that they will succeed and will get some percentage of the Bitcoin dominance. And I do see a similar scenario that happened, you know, in late 2017, where we have this severe drop over here for months. Okay, we did have a little bit of pullback here. We had this drop, okay, and then obviously the dominance going sideways a little bit to the upside, having the last leg up, and then, you know, at the last run of the bull market, potentially being entering 2022, or somewhere around the beginning of 2022 or mid 2022, having the next major leg down, which would take us to the 30-20% dominance for Bitcoin. Okay, so this is you know, I see this right over here being this scenario, okay, in mid 2017, beginning mid 2017. We have the first major leg down, okay, in the middle of the bull market, and I do see consolidation, okay, and sideways action on the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, also the RSI, daily RSI hidden bearish divergence, a very strong indicator as a trend, you know, trend continuation. So I do see a leg down, you know, from September, October, entering 2022. I could be totally wrong, guys, but I mean, there will be some altcoins that are incredibly bullish, such as Theta, Network, Ethereum. They are going to get a large percentage of the dominance. Okay. So yeah, we can also see here some hidden divergence. Right over here, we can see this peak over here on the percentage of the Bitcoin dominance, and we can see the RSI going up here. So we did create higher highs, okay, on the RSI, and lower highs here on the percentage, okay, as you can see here on the chart. We had a little peak over here, but finally, you know, the hidden bearish divergence, this confirms the continuation of the bear trend, okay. Hidden bearish divergence, as you can see, which is at extreme level right now. It is at extreme level, because there's no way that when the RSI goes all the way up here is going to, you know, it needs to make all of this, it needs to go above this lower high from the percentage. So yeah, guys, expect the altcoins to do well. Maybe not in the short term. They might have, you know, and especially if Bitcoin goes down and goes sideways into the and up. Obviously, the altcoins will bleed in the immediate short term. Don't get me wrong here. I am talking, you know, in the mid-long run, you know, September, October, very, very likely to see, you know, the dominance collapse to the 30-20% levels. That's going to be my take. This is going to be my analysis on the dominance. A lot of people saying that this was the bottom. We are going to create like a double bottom, and we are going to go up from here. No, guys, this is not the same as 2017. Many altcoins and many crypto projects are going to work in the next coming months. Theta Network is insane. Theta Network is going to outperform many altcoins, especially and definitely Bitcoin. So, and it is working. They are working products, cryptocurrencies, not like, you know, in 2017 on the ICOs where everything was a massive bubble. We could create another bubble, but they are going to be working projects in the next coming months that will take a percentage of the Bitcoin dominance, guys. It is what it is, in my opinion. It is not the same, guys. Altcoins won't, but most of them will, but there is a small bag of altcoins, you know, potentially 20, 30 or 50 altcoins that will actually work, and they will get a high percentage of the Bitcoin dominance. Please smash up the like button. Yes, Bernard, thank you very much. Let's take a quick look, you know, yeah, we'll take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. 202 watching. Guys, before we continue with Bitcoin and Ethereum, a good way to support the channel is smashing the like button, guys. We all know that. So yeah, help me build up the channel. I'm going to be getting better videos out there, and, you know, live streams to connect with the community. And yeah, guys, make sure to smash up the like button. You'll be helping me out immensely. Right. I do see this scenario playing out potentially for Bitcoin, guys. Let's see if we break out this major support level. I do see a drop, you know, going to the $38,000 range. We are currently, you know, just above this major support level. This is the top here from the 3rd of June. And also we got the top here from this major candle. If we break, start breaking the top here, then yeah, eventually I do see a severe leg down to the $38,000 range. We could hit 37.5, we could hit 38.5, but yeah, around about that range. This would be the measured move from this breakout. So yeah, $38,000 range, potentially a lot of volatility. And yeah, good in my opinion. I'm going to place some buying orders here. Also, this scenario, guys, it is not the daily chart, but if you use a little bit of Ali, you're a good guy, thank you very much. Thanks, Ali, thank you very much. I see this scenario, a lot of people are going to disagree because the accumulation phase, I know it should be on the daily chart. I see this playing out. I did mention this on the 2 hourly chart, on the 4 hourly chart, but I do see this, this is the 4 hourly chart. So yeah, I mean, very, there's going to be a lot of haters regarding this, because accumulation or distribution on Wyckoff should be on the daily. But I think a lot of patterns can play out on many time frames. It can play out on the 4 hourly, on the 1 hourly, on the 15 minute. Very hard, because the lower time frame you go, there is more volatility and it is hard to detect some kind of patterns. But very, very valid, guys. This could be a short-term accumulation. An accumulation doesn't have to be 6 months long. It doesn't have to be 3 months long. It could be 1 month. It can be a couple of weeks. So, I did talk about this on one of my videos several weeks back. It was about the 29th, I think, of May, approximately. It's also on our Twitter, guys. If you don't follow us on Twitter, make sure to check out the Twitter account. We do post technical analysis here also. But yeah, this scenario very, very likely here happening now for Bitcoin. Obviously, we could even go down to the $37,000 range, and this would still be valid, because as you can see here, when we are at this area right over here at the 40,000, we should be getting some kind of support. Bouncing here, this could take several days or even a week or two if we should follow this time frame. We did get the spring right down over here. So yeah, I mean, this should be, 30,029.5 is the bottom in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, we're just getting the bounce here, and yeah, we should be here around about a week, in between the $40,000 and $37,000 range, just getting bounced up and down, little small consolidation before we actually confirm this accumulation. To confirm this, we should be breaking the $42,000, okay, which is the very top here of this blue line, $42,000. Then this accumulation phase will be confirmed, and yeah, we could hit $48,000 if we take if we zoom out here on the chart where I've got all my support and resistance. Yeah, eventually $46,000 is going to be major resistance. $46,000 is major resistance because let me just get the VPVR out. This is one of my, I don't use too many indicators, but this is one of the best indicators, okay, regarding to see where the most of the volume has been traded. The VPVR. Right. Yeah, if we zoom out here on the chart, okay, here, right over here, we can see on the VPVR, I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but we had this crash eventually because there was a massive hole here of no volume on the VPVR. So from the this is where I have my yellow support level here. And once we pierce this level, guys, this was mentioned also on the channel, it's very, very likely we're going to have a severe drop, at least to the $41,000 range, $40,000 range. Eventually we even went to the $30,000. Nobody was expecting this severe drop all the way down here. But, I was saying, if the $46,000 range doesn't hold, we could see a drop almost to the $40,000 levels. And eventually we did, because there's a huge hole here. There's a huge gap on the VPVR. And why are you going to ask me this? This is where there's hardly any volume traded, okay? Because if you look in the past, there's a lot of choppiness right over here. This is where we have the volume on the VPVR. Also right over here, and also right over here. There is huge amount of volume. I want to think that this is a reaccumulation phase. When we have this huge amount of price action here, sideways action, and also this one right over here, which a lot of people are going to discuss that this is a redistribution. I think this is going to be a reaccumulation. There is not going to be enough selling pressure to take the Bitcoin price to $24,000. I do not see that. There's not. Bitcoin is well distributed. I think there are many players that have a huge amount and they could actually push the price down. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that this is a reaccumulation and will be pumping from here. The next major resistance is $46,000. So if we do come up from here, $46,000 is going to be really, really hard to pierce. Okay, this is when most of the volume starts again. Okay, volume traded. So people that have distributed from these levels, this is where most of the volume has been traded. This is going to be major resistance to pierce. So there will be some rejection at the $47,000. Smaller time frame accumulation effect, a smaller markup, probably 248k resistance. Yes, exactly, 48k also. But I can clearly see that $47,000, okay, would be an aggressive target. It has been major support right over here, as you can see. This is the 4-hourly chart. If I zoom in, here on the 4-hourly chart, we can clearly see that the 47,000 range is very, very strong support. So definitely get some type of rejection there from this accumulation. I think we will be hitting the $47,000 in the next coming weeks, potentially in July. Obviously, it's going to take us some time. We're going to go sideways and start pumping from here. So yeah, 47,000. There's going to be some major resistance there. Thought cold fusion electrolysis curve. Right. Much love, everyone, getting that 100 likes. Yes, over 100 likes now. Thank you very much. Thanks for the great analysis, brother. What about entering a leverage position? Yes, I am. I wouldn't mind entering a position, but if we come lower eventually. Let me take a quick look here at Bitcoin. Zooming in here on the chart on the 1 hourly. I did say that there is the bearish divergence still can be playing out, guys. I wouldn't short. I don't usually short the market. I usually enter long positions on the retracements. So eventually it is not good to enter here along. We are very, very close from this massive pump and we are getting bearish divergence. If we get a drop here, I will be entering some longs and I'll potentially be doing it live here on the channel. I'm not sure if this is going to happen and we're just going to go sideways. If we go sideways and the RSI continues going down, well, this is, the bulls are gaining many big strength here. If it goes sideways and the RSI goes down, guys, expect a severe leg up, because the bears cannot push the price down. They can only push it sideways. We are getting supported here on the 15-minute chart from this major support level on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, so yeah, it is holding nicely. We did get it just a touch there. I wish we could break down from here. This is when I would start entering some long positions on the retracement. So yeah, let's see if we can get a leg down here. Buying zone $38,000. Exit zone in the short term. Getting back here for a double top. This would be an exit zone unless you're going to swing trade. If you're going to do a day trade or a 2-day trade, I think that, you know, the exit zone would be here at a double top scenario, entering the $38,000 range. I'm not sure if we will be, you know, we might be going sideways and then having a leg up to the $42,000. Who knows? This might be the scenario. I hope that we can have a retracement from here to enter a long. Guys, if you are interested in trading, check out the links in the description. For PrimeXbt, I got, you know, the best bonus available, which is getting 50% on top of your deposit. If you use my link in the description, guys, you'll be helping out the channel eventually. And yeah, you just need to sign in, go to account and place Bitcoin Sensors 50, okay, by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. And then obviously you'll be getting 50% in addition of what you deposit, guys, for day trading. If you haven't seen my tutorial for PrimeXbt, it is down below at the tutorial section also. And my favorite swing trading platform eventually, because of the fees, is Bybit. Bybit is the best. You can leave a position open for weeks depending on the funding fee. And yeah, it will cost you just a few dollars. Funding, the fee on Bybit for swing trading is the best in my opinion. Victor, thanks mate, thank you very much for watching. Where would you enter BTC Cash with leverage if we get your drop? Yes, I mean, I'll be entering Bitcoin Cash on a leverage position at the lower part here of the wedge. Okay, I hope that we'll be getting $610, $600, even better here for a severe bounce. You know, I was looking at this also as an Adam and Eve scenario, because we have created a double bottom, okay, as you can see right over here. And you know, this could be easily an Adam, and you know, we got the round Eve. And if we start breaking, you know, this resistance line, which is at the 645 range, 650 would be the high from this fake out zone. You know, we always have to create a fake out zone, guys, because a lot of people FOMO in. I like to see some price action first, because you do not want to FOMO in positions. Just wait for price action. Let the price come to you. So yeah, the $650 range, and eventually we have broken out already from this descending megaphone pattern. So the Bitcoin Cash, we know the measured move is getting the width here from the breakout. Yeah, we should be hitting the $680 range, 670 conservative, but we're just hitting major resistance point now, which we break, it'll be absolutely perfect. This is also another measured move from the breakout here. Yeah, we should be hitting the $720 resistance point, which I have marked here also. So it is looking very bullish. We are looking to bottom out here for Bitcoin Cash, or depending on what Bitcoin does. I'm expecting a retracement. If we do have a retracement, I wanted to enter this breakout over here because we did have volume, as you can see here for Bitcoin Cash. You can see the volume here from this breakout, and I wanted to enter this trade, but I was expecting a lower part here to retest the resistance of this descending megaphone pattern. Eventually it did not happen. I try to enter the lowest part. You know, this is what usually happens to traders also. You want to get the best price available, and then the price just leaves. So yeah, I'm expecting another decent correction and then enter a trade. We have created this ascending wedge with some bearish divergence. So yeah, a nice drop here would be perfect to enter around about $610. Clearly see that this breakout has been pretty legit because of the volume breakout. So yeah, let's expect $610 for Bitcoin Cash to re-enter. Another way, you know, eventually the price might come a little bit lower, but yeah, you could exit here at this very top at $650 also. BTC, Andy, please DXY. Yes, also let's take a look at the DXY. DXY is looking a little bit bullish in the short term. The last time I looked at it, Aliban. BTC, we'll take a look at BTC also. Let's take a look at, before checking BTC again, let's take a look at the DXY. Very important chart, because we also know if the dollar pumps, it is not good for Bitcoin. And if the dollar, goes down, it is very good for Bitcoin. Right, this is the daily for the dollar index. It looks like we are creating a kind of double bottom scenario right over here on the dollar index. And, we can already see on the RSI, and I have checked here with the RSI, because on some charts, on some different assets, RSI doesn't work, but it actually does for the percentage of the Bitcoin dominance. I've confirmed it does work, and also for the DXY, it does work. And bad news here, bad news for Bitcoin. The DXY is getting some bullish divergence here, because the price is, going sideways, and it's not going down. This is extreme bullish divergence. If we take a look here at the cheat sheet here, let me just take a look at the cheat sheet from the divergence, so you can see, when we have the RSI going up and the price going sideways, exaggerated divergence. Okay, the bullish exaggerated divergence here on the cheat sheet, as you can see. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay, we can see the RSI, when the RSI picks up, okay, creating lower highs, higher lows, sorry. God, I'm getting these mixed up every time. Higher lows, okay, on the RSI, and the price going sideways. You can clearly see that the price is going sideways here on the dollar index. So this is exaggerated divergence, which is very, very likely to get a bounce to the upside, okay? So in the short term, not good for Bitcoin. We could get a bounce here on the DXY, just because looking at these exaggerated divergence, the RSI creating higher lows, and the DXY just going sideways here. So yeah, could expect short-term bounce, which shouldn't be good for Bitcoin. So we should be getting that retracement that we're all expecting. Hi Andy, what's your opinion on DOT? Do you actually does want to rise up from the asset, or just go back in face first? Hello, lovely 14. Hello, sir. Let's take a look at DOT. DOT eventually is a bullish project, okay? And yeah, got a little bit of a mixed sentiment here. Let me just zoom in here for DOT on the 1 hourly chart. Yeah, we can clearly see there's a major resistance point here at the $28 levels. Now we did break out from this descending wedge, so we were expecting, the DOT price, coming back up to the top here of the wedge, but the market sentiment has just been so boring. We're just going sideways at the moment, right over here. And yeah, we also broke out from these lower highs. So it was bullish in the short term. We did get a leg up. Massive rejection here from this resistance point here at the $28. So yeah, I mean, we have actually broken out from this short-term resistance. So yeah, we might be getting some more pumps here, all the way to the $28 here for DOT. As you can see, we've broken out from major resistance here. It would be nice to see a breakout here from this top. And if we manage to break out from there, well, eventually, we'll be retesting the $28 here, which is the next major resistance. We are going to get some type of rejection here for DOT. So, but as you can see, we've got this point of touch. You know, we've got clear support right over this orange box where we are getting some type of support. Massive volume coming up here on the one hourly chart for DOT. So yeah, double bottom scenario here. We should be going sideways and getting another leg up. You know, this is the most likely scenario, this, when you take a look at a chart like this. Bitcoin census versus Jake Paul next, please. Yes. That was funny. Yes, Jake Paul. Yeah, exactly. Bitcoin census against Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Hi mate, could you take a look at SXP? This is Swipe, isn't it? SXP. Swipe. It does. Yeah, Swipe. Let's take a look at SXP US dollar. I have never done analysis on this crypto, but wow, it did have a massive crash on the 19th of May. Looking quite strong here. Double bottom scenario potentially. Let's zoom in here for SXP. Here there is many people bullish. It is a payment system, right? Have we broken out? This is the question. Have we broken out from these lower highs? Let's connect the close here. Potentially, because we are getting some volume. Look, as soon as we, as soon as we've hit the resistance point, we see some volume. So there is some intentions here from breaking out from these lower highs, as you can see here. So we've created many lower highs, and now, to turn bullish on SXP, the ideal would be breaking. Let me just get the box better. This lower high right over here. Just by looking at the volume, there is intentions here on the 4-hourly chart. So this is looking quite bullish if you ask me, because we've broken this major trend line from the lower highs. There is volume. So if we go to the 1-hourly chart, yeah, there is volume. This looks like it is preparing for a move with this volume. It is preparing for a move. Because if we have no volume at all, going sideways and a little bit to the downside, and then we suddenly see some volume coming in while we're starting to break out from the lower highs resistance point, this means it is preparing for a big move potentially. I want to see a breakout from here, from this major resistance. And yeah, as soon as we break out from there, this is going to be looking very bullish. This could be also a short-term accumulation phase for SXP. This could also be an accumulation, and we'll be pumping here in the next coming weeks, all depending on Bitcoin and Ethereum eventually. Yeah, not looking too bad, Can you have a look at AMP token, please? Recently listed on Coinbase. What is your thoughts on ADA, sir? Matthew, I'll be taking a look at ADA. We've taken a look at ADA already, but we'll be taking a look at ADA again. Ampleforth. I've never done analysis on Ampleforth because, just listed on Coinbase, so there's not much data here. Let's take a look at another chart, Bitrex potentially. Ampleforth, I did hear that Ampleforth has an adjustment system, so it needs, if it's below $1, it wants to get close to $1. If it's way above $1, it will come back down to $1, kind of a stable coin. This is what I've been hearing about Ampleforth. I mean, I might be totally wrong, but yeah, on this chart, it is looking quite bullish. We are just about to break this major resistance point. In the short term, this high on the daily. Yeah, it's looking quite bullish, Ampleforth. Are we going to create a double top? This is the question. Maybe double top scenario, or will we break here and have a decent breakout? VeChain, please. Me too. Yeah, I'll take a look at VeChain. Have you checked out VeChain? No, RJX, I haven't. Let's take a look at VeChain. Is Ampleforth a liquidity token? Yes, I'm not too familiar with the project, but I did hear that if the token goes way above $1, it tends to come back down to $1. If it goes below $1, eventually it wants to come back up. So let me just go quickly through the comment section. Hi, can you please take a look at BNB as well, Ingrid? Yes, we'll take a look at BNB. Let's take a look at VeChain first here for my man Bernard oh, sorry. Okay, AMP. I'll take a look at AMP. Because what ticker symbol was AMP? Oh, yes. Okay, AMP right over here. AMPL. Okay, I was getting mixed up. Here on the chart. But yeah, well, with this, AMP is looking extremely bullish. If we break out this resistance, then yeah, we can see some volatility. And is this the all-time high, I guess, for AMP? Is it the all-time high? Let's check out the data. There's not too much data here on. Yeah, it's hitting all-time high by the looks of things. So looking quite bullish. If we break the all-time high nicely here, then yeah, price discovery. If it's a bullish project, yeah, we might see some high levels. Let's take a look at VeChain here for Bernard and RJX. VeChain not managing to break the 14 cents. I remember VeChain. I do hold some VeChain in my portfolio. Something like 5% of my portfolio is VeChain. But yeah, I can already see, this Adam and Eve scenario for VeChain. Let me get this one and just get a box here for VeChain, so we can clearly see the support, the resistance level, sorry. We did talk about VeChain. Major support, major resistance is to break the 15 cents. Okay, we've created this resistance point, so this is where VeChain needs to go in the short term here, if everything's going to be looking bullish. But we can clearly see a double bottom scenario, Adam and Eve situation here for VeChain. Is it a small accumulation here? On the 1 hourly chart, we can see the Adam and the potential Eve. So we'll be hitting resistance very soon here for VeChain, around about the 12 cents. If we break the 12 cents, the measured move here from this double bottom scenario from the breakout, this could take us around the 14 cents, which we all know that is major resistance. So there we'll be getting some major rejection here. We've got, multiple touches here. So this is the scenario. If we manage to break 12 cents with some decent volume, yeah, we definitely expect this price target just around about the 14 cents, sorry, for VeChain. We can clearly see we got supported here at just below the 10 cents. So yeah, looking quite bullish. I'm expecting VeChain to pump if we have bullish market sentiment. Please TA on Cake. Let's take a look at Cake. Cake US dollar. Yeah, very similar scenario on Cake. We'll be taking a look at also at BNB here, because I got someone in the comment section asking for BNB. I forgot. Yeah, Cake is looking quite bullish. We've created a double bottom scenario also. So if we manage to break nicely the $18.20, we should be getting, a decent pump here for Cake. double bottom scenario right over here. We need to break this major resistance point at the 18.5 cents. So this is what I'm expecting for cake, breaking this major level. This is the fake out area. So yeah, we want to see some volatility. We want to see a clear breakout from here. We'll be retesting the top here at the $20 range. Yeah, definitely a retest around the $20 range. So yeah, looking all right. Looking all right here for cake. Right, bearish until Doge moves up. Yes, exactly. Doge moves 12 hours before Elon moves the market. Therefore, I'm currently still bearish. Let's take a look at Doge for the sake of it. What about Elon Musk, Tesla accepting Bitcoin again? What do you think about that? I want to check out some on-chain data with you guys as soon as we take a look here at the chart. Dogecoin is getting, yeah, it seems like the 31 cent is massive support for Dogecoin. Got a massive rejection at the 42 cent levels. But yeah, I mean, I don't like this. I don't like the chart. I don't like looking at Doge. A lot of very volatile, very boring. Hi Andy, can you check link? Thank you, man. Love the content. Thank you, Adiedo. Yes, we'll take a look here at link also for Pumlelo. Chico says BNB has a tax investigation due to October or November. Wow, well then BNB might be in trouble in the short term, but I think in the long run they might be okay. It is the largest exchange with most liquidity, centralized exchange. Let's take a look at link US dollar here for my friend Adiedo. Guys, then I want to take a look at some on-chain data and some news, guys, that you need to look at. It is not only the charts. Wow, Chainlink. This is what I had for Chainlink. So it looks like that this bump and run scenario might be playing out. We are hitting major resistance now for Chainlink. I had this trend line which we're actually hitting. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart. And yeah, as you can see, I did connected this resistance line from these lower highs. Okay, we've got 4 touches here. 4 touches here on these lower highs here for Chainlink, and we did get a touch right there, and now we are currently getting some type of rejection here. So yeah, if we manage to break from here, then yeah, expect some decent pumps here for Chainlink. That would be absolutely great. I do see a leg up here nicely all the way to the $31, which has been $32, which has been mainly huge resistance and huge support for Chainlink. You know, we did get some volatility right over here. So yeah, I mean, we could get a decent pump to the 32 range, $32. And yeah, if we break $32, then it'll be looking extremely bullish for Chainlink. But yeah, we can clearly see that, you know, this bump and run scenario could play out. And the bump and run target is mainly the top here from the bump and run, which would be, you know, the $50, $51 all-time high for Chainlink, or measured move from the low part here to the resistance. You know, if we do see a breakout, you know, conservative target $44. Well, usually bump and run patterns usually come to a retest the all-time high. Or depending on the market sentiment, guys. Let's see if we do get rejection here. We'll be coming down. Have a look at cake on the 4-hourly chart. A nice triangle that should break soon. Let's take a look at cake on the 4-hourly chart. Cake US dollar on the 4-hourly chart. Let's get another chart here for cake. Nice triangle. Where do you... Cannot see a triangle here. Where do you see the triangle? I think BTC may be testing the bottom of the triangle for the 3rd time. 38k. Yes, exactly. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I will be seeing some buying orders, okay? Obviously in the next live streams I will be showing you my position. I would like to enter Bitcoin Cash because Bitcoin Cash usually goes in the same direction as Bitcoin, but it outperforms Bitcoin by a small percentage. So if Bitcoin moves, you know, 10%, then Bitcoin Cash might move 20-30%, okay? Or in smaller moves, if Bitcoin moves 3%, Bitcoin Cash moves, you know, 6%, 10% maybe. So I like to look at the chart of Bitcoin and, you know, do some TA on Bitcoin Cash, and then, you know, put the positions in Bitcoin Cash because, yeah, I'm trading with USDT. So it usually outperforms. You can gain more on Bitcoin Cash than on Bitcoin because of the percentage, or depending on the leverage, of course. Thanks for your insight, mate. Run might also be a confluence bump from the Newsweek story on Flexer last week for anyone serious. Perfect. I'm not too familiar with the project, but I'll definitely have a deep on AMP. I see many people talking about AMP. This guy's such a legend. I learned so much just watching you, bro. Thank you very much, TNG. Thank you very much for that amazing comment. Right, the last thing we are expecting for Bitcoin is a breakout from this support level. We can see this is a ascending megaphone pattern. Ascending megaphone patterns are usually bearish, okay? We are seeing some bearish divergence potentially playing out on the 1 hourly chart, okay? RSI making lower highs, the price making higher highs, and yeah, we could finally maybe have a leg down to the $38,000 range, guys. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Ethereum also. Can Ethereum form an inverse head and shoulder potentially here if this, you know, Adam and Eve pattern doesn't play out? Because we talked about this descending triangle, guys. Note here that we have a descending wedge, sorry. We broke out from the wedge, and now we pumped all the way up here to this next major resistance. We touched here and we touched here. I'm going to show you a very, very similar scenario that happened here for Ethereum, okay, in the past. And usually, not always, but sometimes, you know, from a descending wedge breakout, it is usually a head, okay, from the breakout of a descending wedge, and then you usually form a right shoulder, okay? This happens a lot on not only on Ethereum, but on many cryptos. Let's see if I have enough data here on the 4 hourly chart so you can see the similar scenario here. Okay, we don't need to go that far back. Yeah, right over here. I can see it already, right over here. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. Right here, we can see a descending wedge formation. Okay. Connecting these lower highs. Okay. And we can see the descending wedge right over there. Okay, all depending, you know, you can do it with the wick, you can do it with the body of the candle here on the 4 hourly chart. You know what, you can clearly see that it is a descending wedge. Okay, you can do it from there, or you can do it from here. The target is usually the top normally. So right, from this descending wedge, we can clearly see a major resistance point here because it's been major support. But you know, if you see there is a left shoulder right over here, there is a head right over there, and there is, you know, another right shoulder. You can also get, you know, this point over here with this one, and you can clearly see there is major resistance from these lower highs. Okay, and you know, you can see the descending wedge creating the left shoulder at the middle of the wedge, the head, okay, breaking out. The head is breaking out from the wedge, and then, you know, you have this small right shoulder again before start pumping, as you can see on the chart. Well, this scenario, okay, let's go forward, and you can see that this potential scenario might be playing out right over here. Very, very similar. This is, you know, the price action on the charts. you know, after a descending wedge, you know, sometimes it is very likely to see kind of an inverse head and shoulder. So that scenario that I just showed you guys is potentially playing out. You know, in the middle of the wedge, we can see a left shoulder, the head breaking out from the descending wedge formation. So yeah, if the price drops, even better, guys. I would prefer the price to even drop here. Then it'll be looking quite bullish in my opinion. You know, if we come and retest this major resistance at the $2,620. So yeah, this is another scenario if this is an inverse head and shoulder. If it is not the Adam and Eve pattern that we were talking, you know, potentially the Adam and the Eve formation right over here. The measured move is the same. It's getting the lower part here from the head all the way to the resistance, you know, from the breakout. Obviously, the next major point of resistance is this $2,900 range. As I marked you here from this ascending triangle, we will be getting some type of rejection right over here. It is the target from this potential pattern. It is also the top here from the wedge. Just below it is about the $2,830 range. But yeah, in between 2,830 and 2,900, this is a potential target here if this plays out, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to show you this scenario over here. Very similar to this scenario right over here. Descending wedge with an inverse head and shoulder before pumping, okay? Right. Thanks, Andy. Keep it up with the best TA out there. Thank you very much. I will try to make simple TA. I don't want to get, I see many, I have traded before and I have used many indicators before, and they're just not, it's just very crazy, because some indicators will, you know, say bearish, others bullish, bearish, bullish. Best way is just resistance and support levels, you know, a bit of volume, price action. RSI is good to see if the price is, you know, losing steam. And I like to see the VPVR to see where most of the volume has been traded for support and resistance levels, and some patterns. But try and keep it simple, guys. Sometimes, you know, the more simple the trading is, the better. I see so many traders with, you know, so many indicators. It's just, it hasn't worked for me. The best way for trading is just keeping it simple. Guys, what do you think also of, you know, MicroStrategy getting ready to sell $1 billion in stocks? You know, potentially, you know, this is going to be for Bitcoin by reading this article, looking at this, you know, 1 billion selling in stocks. I think he's going to add it into Bitcoin. What do you guys think about this? MicroStrategy, you know, one of the legends here, macro investor for Bitcoin. I bought converging coins long time ago. Can you do TA for me? Many thanks. Convergence coins. What is this coin? Convergence. Is it this conv? 530 in coin market cap. So yeah, this is not looking too good here. Not too much data. It is just going down. And yeah, potentially there's not much data on TradingView. So CONV. Let's have a quick look anyway. CNOV. US dollar. Yeah, there's not. Sorry, conv. On FTX, yeah, not looking the best at the moment. Only some data from April. Currently in a very down, you know, still creating lower highs, which is not good at all. A little bit of sideways action. I'm not too familiar with the project. I'm not going to do a project review at the moment, but yeah, it's not looking the best. You know, will this be the bottom? You know, like many altcoins, the 19th of May and 23rd of May, like many altcoins, two massive spikes to the downside, sideways. It might do well, or depending on the altcoins also. That's huge news, Bernard. Yes, but MicroStrategy selling $1 billion in stocks. Eventually, he is an addict on Bitcoin. Everything he has, he wants to put it into Bitcoin. I'm not sure if he's a genius or if he's a madman. But yeah, I mean, he's got over $100,000 Bitcoin, and he'd definitely be having much more after this. So he is a massive, strong believer in Bitcoin. Yeah. What's up, legend? Done with BTC? Archie, I'll take a quick look at BTC. Okay. Short term is going to be bearish, in my opinion. In yesterday's video, we did talk, when I did the video, we were around this area and we were already having some bearish divergence. I was saying, guys, very likely to have a correction or have the next leg up before going sideways and having the bearish divergence. Obviously, we're still having massive bearish divergence. This leg up over here didn't manage to get above on the RSI. So eventually, after this massive pump, some type of correction is very, very likely. So on the 15-minute chart here, Archie, what we can see is that we are getting supported here nicely from this trend line of these higher lows. So yeah, at the moment it's not looking bearish just yet. I'm expecting a drop after breaking the trend line here. This is when we would see a severe drop, potentially to the $38,000 range. This is where I'm expecting. If we go lower, even better. This would be the retest of the symmetrical triangle, okay? It would be great. It would be great. Right, I need to do a chart clean out because I have the chart here looking like a mess. It would be great to have a drop here. I think many traders are going to place buy orders here. I think, this would act as strong support. It is also, we should be coming down at least to the 38% levels on the Fibonacci retracement. 38% levels is at 38,800. And yeah, we could expect in between 50 and 62%. The golden pocket, we usually get a nice bounce from here on the golden pocket, okay? So yeah, this would be a great buy zone in my opinion. If you're trading, potentially exiting here at a double top, because we do not know if we're going to break here the top. Obviously here on the 4-hourly chart, we could potentially say that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave. We can clearly see, on the chart from this low creating 1, 2, 3, okay, and then the 4. Usually the 4 doesn't come as low as the 1, but yeah, this would be retesting the top here, around just above the $38,000 range. $38,000 levels would be a good buying opportunity for the next leg up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 potentially coming a little bit lower. We could go sideways and then from here go up. But yeah, it would be good to getting the fourth wave just below, just around the $38,000 range. It would make the most sense. 50% retracement on the Fibonacci, and then potentially making the fifth wave and getting massive rejection at the $42,000. $42,000 range is major resistance. We all know this at this point. So yeah, would be good to enter some trades on the retracement if we break the resistance if we break the support level, which is very, very likely, eh, guys? Don't get me wrong. The bulls are kind of losing steam here. Also on the 4-hourly chart, we know that we usually come down to the 50%, at least to the 38%, but 50% golden pocket, Fibonacci retracement, okay? From this lower part over here to the top of this pump, we actually perfectly hit the 50% levels. We don't always hit the golden pocket. I like to see at least 38 and then 50. Then it is always good to place some long orders on the pumps here. We can clearly see, the pump here. And then retracement, 50, 62% levels is usually a good buy zone. And then you exit here at the double top because you do not know if it's going to break. So this is another scenario for Bitcoin. We've had third leg up. Now we're going to have the fourth on the Fibonacci on the Elliott wave theory. 50% levels below the 38%, 50%. Great buy zone. Just 38,000, 38,500. So let's expect that we can break out from this support level to place some long orders. We might go sideways though here, and and then pump. You're welcome, Archie. Let me go through the comments, guys. Okay, thanks, amigo. Devil, you're welcome. Thank you, Andy. Enjoy listening to you as you are calm, unlike some who are loud and in a rush to analyze. You appear to have loads of patience repeating and teaching us. Really appreciate it. Yes, that's something that I also do. I usually repeat a couple of times what I've already said, but it is always good, if there's new viewers, then yeah, it's always good. I will repeat this. This is the situation that we are waiting for Bitcoin. If we break out from this major support level, the measured move is getting the width also here from the megaphone pattern from the top, from the breakout. Yeah, we could expect $38,000 range. That would be great. That would be great. Very close to some major support levels to start placing some buy orders, in my opinion. Okay, I'm not sure if we will go this low, guys. I'm not sure. Also bullish that Elon and Tesla accept Bitcoin again. Yes, exactly. This was out yesterday or before yesterday. I did hear about that. Tesla coming out. This was mentioned also on a live stream, guys. We knew that, pure price manipulation. I accept Bitcoin. Then he said he doesn't. And then he suddenly says, we knew that we was going to accept Bitcoin again at some point. But he's still running Wyckoff accumulation for a month. Yes. Right, please TA on. Right, let me just go through the comments again, guys. Hola, Andy, Eva, Silvana, how are you doing? Can you look on TKO for me, please? Eva, yes, Eva is also a very strong supporter of the channel. TKO, what is this token? Let me check out here, TKO. Toko Crypto. Let's take a look at Toko Crypto. Right. TKO against the US dollar. Oh yeah, it seems like we've done analysis on this already. Let's take a look at the 1 hourly chart. It seems like we did break out from this major resistance, okay? And also there is some volume, so there is some intention. There is some intention here. That we could clearly see there was a descending triangle right over here. Finally broke out here, got a bounce at the support level as a resistance, came back down here potentially for a double bottom scenario. So yeah, this potentially can be an Adam and Eve formation. Very, very likely for TKO here to come and retest the $2.25 range, which is this top over here. It is the next major support range. So yeah, we can see this, that we are getting supported nicely around about the $1.85. As you can see, we have this peak over here, and then now this nice round formation, potentially picking up here. So yeah, this is what we can expect potentially for TKO against the US dollar, getting a small recovery till we hit the $1.29. We can clearly see that the $1.85 is getting massive support here. If we do break the 145, then yeah, we're looking a little bit bearish in the short term, but massive recovery since the crash. So yeah, this is what I got for the short term here, Eva. Right, comment section, let me go. BTC will be fully recovered by end of August and go big in September. Yes, this is also what I'm expecting. I think potentially meeting all-time highs in between September and October. I don't think we could hit all-time highs in July or August, especially the summers are usually boring for stocks and also for cryptos. We don't see too much movement. So yeah, if we zoom out here on the daily chart, if this is an accumulation phase, you know, we'll slowly start picking up here on the price. You know, I don't see all-time highs potentially in August. Yeah, I think maybe more like September. We could still go sideways here for a little bit and then start picking up, getting some rejections, some type of obviously corrections. You know, there's going to be people extremely bullish at this point, and yeah, we will be having some dips on the way, and then eventually meeting all-time high potentially somewhere in between September and October, in my opinion. I don't think we'll go that fast if this is an accumulation phase. Is the current pump because of all the current longs in play? Well, yeah, potentially. This breakout from the support level was very expected. You know, the more times you retest a resistance, the most likely it is to break. Eventually, we did break out from here with some decent volume. Okay, on the 1 hourly chart, if you zoom out, we can see there's hardly any volume, but if you zoom in, there is some okay volume from the breakout. There is okay volume. But yeah, I hope that we will be getting a pullback here to potentially re-enter a trade. This is what we are looking at now. Breaking the support level here with some decent volume, coming to the $38,000 range to start placing some long orders to exit at the top here. This is going to be my next trading move. We might even go sideways here, and we won't have this opportunity to buy around this range. We might go sideways from here and then pump. Right. Invest in BTC or alts? I'm getting here a question from, well, eventually BTC is the king. So BTC will do well in the long run, or depending if a lot of people getting into crypto want to get rich quick, guys. I've been investing since late 2018. I've been accumulating. I had a massive drop, okay, on my portfolio. You know, this is I'll show you right away. My portfolio here, you know, this is when I got my ledger. This was in late 2019. Started getting ledger because obviously I had other wallets, and yeah, I got a massive crash here. But you know, the portfolio is up a huge amount here, 500% on the year, and yeah, I've got a massive crash. But if you ask me, that most of my is ETH. I got ETH, Link, and Bitcoin mostly on my portfolio. If you ask me, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the best ones, the most safest. Okay, nothing is safe eventually investing. Nothing is guaranteed. But if you ask me, yeah, Bitcoin in the long run, Bitcoin eventually will surpass $100,000. We don't know if it's going to be this year or next year. But yeah, BTC, and then some for speculation. You can look at Ethereum, VeChain, Chainlink are the ones that I got in my portfolio. BTC about to plop. Yes, Matthew Kim. Look at waves, please. I'll take a look at waves for Music Worlds. Yeah, BTC looks like it is going to have, you know, looking at the price action, you know, the bearish divergence on the 1 hourly chart. Very, you know, most likely scenario would be having some type of correction here for BTC. Let's take a look at waves here for my friend Music World. Right. Waves. I think waves has got to do something with, I heard Chico Crypto talk about waves. Something got to do with the railways in Russia. Is it a Russian project potentially? I'm not too familiar with the project, but yeah, waves is getting a massive support here, looking really good, because you know, just by this is the only thing I got on the chart. Had a massive correction, a lot of volatility. This is all very good for the market, guys. All of this is just to get, you know, this massive hype and get, you know, get the market healthy again. You know, massive correction, some wicks to the downside, a lot of over leveraged positions, and then let the market do its own thing and build back up again. Waves getting a massive support, okay, just above the $12. Yeah, around about the $12.50 range. We can clearly see it has a peak here. There was a little bit of resistance also right up there. We broke out a lot of volatility here. This is a thing with mid-cap altcoins that, you know, very easy to move. You know, a lot of volatility. Some of them, you know, are not legit with support and resistance areas. But here we can see, you know, we are getting some kind of support. This could be a large accumulation phase before the price starts moving to the upside. Yeah, looking on the macro perspective, it is looking really good. Really good. This correction is super healthy. This is what usually happens when we have massive pumps, massive crashes to the downside, sideways, and accumulation, crash, sideways, accumulation, big massive crash. You know, this is really healthy for the market. Eventually, this is if not we are not entering in a bear market, because we could still create lower highs, and this could be a multi-month, maybe not multi-year, but multi-month bear market where we go sideways and we actually dip a little bit lower. But this is a clear accumulation phase. We are getting good supported nicely here, just above the $12. It's the daily dump, then pump. Dot, please. I've taken a look at Dot. Dot is looking okay. We'll be taking a look at KSM also here for one of the lads in the comment section. Right, let's take a look at KSM. KSM has been doing really well. Yeah, KSM, we did look at KSM. It did manage to get the target here from this symmetrical triangle. Okay, target, as you can see, we'd met the first target over here. Then we broke out of this channel, and we did get some type of resistance, a bit of a fake out here, a lot of volatility in between the just above the $500 range. So yeah, KSM it broke out from this channel that we created right over here. Did it actually meet the target from the channel here? That's why we got a massive rejection. So yeah, this is the width of the channel that we created. If we take a look at the 1 hourly chart, created this channel, and KSM actually already met the target here. That's why potentially, you know, also at the extreme overbought territory on the RSI. So yeah, not a great moment to buy a KSM right over here. We are getting some type of bounce from this support level. Will it hold? Potentially. It's been major support. This is the 300, just below the $400 range. Major support here, as you can see on the chart. Eventually afterwards, massive volatility, but then, you know, as soon as we calm down, the price meets the resistance and support. Markets have memory, so the market does have a memory, and you know, after the volatility, we can see that $400 is major support. So yeah, we might be holding nicely this area, potentially meeting, you know, again, the just below the $500 range. BTC retesting triangle. You talking about this ascending megaphone pattern potentially? On the 15-minute chart, we can clearly see that, you know, this is the major support that I want to look at now. This is the major support that we want to break. Very likely we will have if we manage to break it, okay, we very likely we'll see some volume coming in here and having a severe drop. This is why I'm expecting to place some long orders. Guys, make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Do daily technical analysis on Bitcoin and crypto. I do some live streams to try and connect with the community to give you my opinion on the market. You know, potentially my positions also. Morton, Sky BTC. BTC to the sky, you mean potentially? Yes. Love your show, man. Can you do Luna, please? Cheers from California. Let's take a look at Luna. Luna US dollar. Right. Luna, what have we got for Luna? Wow, Luna managed to get a nice bounce from this support level. Let's take a look at the 1 hourly chart, then probably zoom out at the 4 hourly chart. Let's zoom out at the 4 hourly chart here for Luna. Very bullish blockchain project, Luna. I have friends that are extremely bullish on this project. Yeah, we did take a look before at Luna here, and we can clearly see Luna, we are in the exactly same position from February, okay? The entire month of February, we were bouncing in between the 7.50 and the $5 range, okay? As you can clearly see here, getting bounced back up and down again from the $5 and the $7.50 approximately, okay, range. And now we had the massive capitulation phase. Are we in an accumulation phase? I'm going to think yes. We are bouncing in between this area, okay? We have two touches here. Let's zoom in here on the 4 hourly chart for Luna US dollar. Clear resistance right over there. Okay, we've got this fake out top area here where we have the pink line. This is the 77.96 range. If we manage to break that level, then it is going to be looking extremely bullish. I do see another severe leg up. Guys, this is like I mentioned for Matic. When we see this move in between 7.9, yeah, in between $7.8 and $12, this is the only price action that we've got. From the 9th of March and the 20th of May, huge pump to the upside, huge drop to the downside. So if Luna breaks $7.96, which is the high, the retest here, guys, I mean, this is going to have a huge leg up to the upside to the $12 range, because this is there's no major support or resistance levels around this area. We've only had a quick leg up and a quick leg down. So there's not price action. There's no trading volume around this area. So very likely if we break the $8, let's keep it a round number instead of $7.96. The most likely scenario is getting a massive leg up to these levels again. This is what is going to happen to Luna, in my opinion. I've always seen this, you know, when we don't see support and resistance and we only see this price action, there's nothing to stop it till $12. We've only got this stop over here. So Luna potentially, depending on Bitcoin and Ethereum, the market sentiment, looking to form a very good round accumulation phase here. If it's not a redistribution. It could be a redistribution. I'm going to stick that it is an accumulation phase. Bitcoin will not go to the $24,000 range. Sorry, guys. I do not see BTC. I don't think the whales have enough strength to get together and push the price all the way down to $24,000. It is possible, but unlikely, in my opinion. Right, zooming in here for BTC. Will we manage to break the resistance, the support level? Looking very, very bearish in the short term, eventually. Andy, take a look at BNB BTC here. Tio Hiroino. Right, take a look at BNB BTC. BNB BTC, what have we got here? Well, in the short term, we can see that eventually BTC is outperforming BNB because it's going down. Binance coin has outperformed Bitcoin by a lot since the beginning of 2021. Eventually, because it went from, I don't know, it was about $20-30 all the way up to about $600 BNB. So now eventually we are creating lower highs. Not too bullish. BTC outperforming BNB at the moment. But yeah, so for BNB to still outperform Bitcoin, we'll have to break out from this lower high trend line eventually. Or depending on the Bitcoin dominance also, guys. Bitcoin dominance. I do see the Bitcoin dominance potentially going to the 50% levels before having the next major leg down to the 30% or even 20%. 30% conservative. Bitcoin dominance sideways action before we have the next leg down, which might be in August, September, October. Maybe several months of sideways action, potentially a little bit to the upside for the Bitcoin dominance before having the next leg down, and then we'll have another major alt season potentially signaling the end of the bull market. Right, ADA and Matic next entry point. Hari Shankar. ADA is looking very, very choppy, but we've taken a look at Matic here, and Matic, we did see Matic was looking quite good. It was looking quite good here. Yeah, well, this is what we talked about Matic. Okay, we can clearly see this huge descending megaphone pattern right over here. And yeah, eventually Matic, I do think that we'll be hitting the $1.76 range if we take the width here of the megaphone pattern from the breakout. You know, we should be breaking out this trend line. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart. We've got this trend line from these lower highs, which we'll be hitting very, very soon. I do see a potential breakout from this trend line. Next major resistance point is the $1.76 range. If we take a look at the 1-hourly chart, you know, this has been major support. So we will see some type of rejection, but I do see Matic hitting $1.76. It is the measured move from this descending megaphone pattern. This descending megaphone pattern was mentioned on another live stream. We did manage to finally break out of it, and there is volume, guys. There is volume on the 1-hourly chart, so there is intention. Matic very likely to see some small pumps in this immediate short term. I just bought Matic. Yeah, Matic is a good, you know, it is a layer 2 working scale solution. It is working. So yeah, Matic might have, or depending on Ethereum though, if Ethereum 2.0 comes out and does actually work the gas fee, then yeah, Matic maybe won't do well in the very long run, but in the mid run it might do well. I think Matic got a high chance. Andy, check Bitcoin .com. BitcoinSensors.com. Yes, exactly. BitcoinSensors.com, guys. Yeah, exactly. If you want to check out, guys, the latest news and technical analysis, check it out, guys. You know, the latest news of MicroStrategy, BTC investment planned by MicroStrategy. We got the article here, you know, that's potentially seeing that MicroStrategy is going to purchase $1 billion, okay, because it is selling $1 billion worth of stocks. And, you know, most likely scenario is MicroStrategy investing $1 billion, okay, from the stocks into Bitcoin, okay, potentially. So, yeah, this is incredible news and articles on the Bitcoin Sensors website. The link is in the description, totally free. We also have exchange reviews here where you can see the best bonuses available on different exchanges and the fees. Yeah, and news and technical analysis. So check it out. If you don't follow us on Twitter, make sure to follow us, guys. We also post every single day, you know, different technical analysis articles here. The link is also in the description. Guys, thank you very much. If you want to support the channel, make sure to smash up the like button. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Daily technical analysis on BTC and other cryptos. Bitcoin has double bottom. Bitcoin has double bottom. Is this on the 15 1-hourly chart? Thanks, Adiero, for reminding me. Thank you very much. It's more likely to pump, right? Well, all depending on what time frame, bro, to gather, all depending on what time frame. 15-minute chart, double bottom. Maybe 15-minute chart is very volatile. It's very volatile. So don't get me wrong, we might be going sideways here for Bitcoin and not finally dumping. I'm expecting a little dump here for Bitcoin, going to the just above the $38,000 range. We might have that luck to place some long orders right over here, to exit right over here as a double top formation. This is my trade strategy, next trade strategy. If we come down to these levels, $38,000 range, long orders, not too much leverage, exit right over here at this top. But maybe on the 15-minute chart, double bottom formation right over here, something like this. I'm not sure if you're talking about this, bro, to gather. Potentially, if we do break the $41,000 levels, okay, which was the last high over here, just below $40,000, $41,000 exactly. Yeah, we could have, if we see this as a double bottom scenario, second bottom a little bit higher. Potentially this measured move should take us all the way. This measured move from this double bottom should take us almost to about the $42,000 range, which is the next major resistance. On the 1-hourly chart, I can see that these bearish divergence haven't played out just yet. So yeah, we can see the RSI going down, the price going up here, RSI going down. So a break from this support area would be great, and then the RSI and the 1-hourly going to the oversold territory to place some long orders. 44k possible dump? I don't think so. I think that we are in an accumulation phase. I think that we are in this accumulation phase here for Bitcoin. This is not the daily chart, but I see this, you know, played out very, very nicely on the 4-hourly chart. Wyckoff accumulation phase right over here, as you can see. Okay, we did have the spring already, just at about the $31,000 range when we had this. You know, this was the 8th or the 9th of June where we had the drop, when we broke out from the symmetrical triangle. Everybody thinking that we are going to go to the measured move from the symmetrical triangle that everybody was talking about. Okay, everybody was talking about this. The supposed move, I knew that we weren't going to go that low. The measured move from this huge symmetrical triangle from the breakout, this should have taken us to the $27,000 range. Many YouTubers were talking about this, and yeah, I was thinking, no way, we are going to have a breakout, but we're going to get a bounce above the $30,000 range for sure, because I was sticking with this prediction, you know, many weeks back, you know, since late May. And yeah, obviously you can see the spring point in phase C, you know, hitting nicely here, just above the $31,000 range. So sideways action, a little bit to the downside, potentially a little bit to the upside for the next coming days, all the way till Friday, in my opinion, at least, or even Sunday, and then start pumping. Luckily, breaking $42,000. If we break $42,000, this will validate, okay, this accumulation phase. We should be retesting, you know, as support nicely, the $42,000 range. This is the moves that I'm expecting, you know, here in late June. Hi Andy, if BTC goes to 30k again, then starts to pump, what do you see BCH going to then pumping? David Connor, yes. Well, short-term analysis here for Bitcoin Cash. Clearly see this descending wedge, okay. This is the 1 hourly chart for Bitcoin Cash. Now, the measured move from this megaphone pattern, right, I'm going to give you two targets, two patterns here. Clearly see this descending megaphone pattern bouncing in between resistance and support, finally breaking out. The measured move is getting the width, okay, of the megaphone pattern. You know, it could be around about this area, and you always need to be conservative. And from the breakout, you know, this could take us all the way to the $690 range, potentially $680 for Bitcoin Cash. What is the problem now for Bitcoin Cash? That we are hitting some major resistance. So pullback here would be very, very nice, where I would be entering some positions. We can clearly see here, you know, resistance point. We have some resistance. We have this huge ascending wedge, so that we have broken out from. So, you know, if we do get a pullback to the $610 for Bitcoin Cash, I am going to place some long orders. I might be wrong and the price might come lower, but my liquidation price eventually will be, you know, just below the, you know, round about this level over here, about the $540 range. But I am expecting a breakout finally from this $650 range. We can clearly see here like a double bottom scenario for Bitcoin Cash. So a small retracement before finally breaking out is where I'll be entering my positions, if we are lucky enough. If Bitcoin goes to $38,000, I do see Bitcoin Cash coming to the $600 range, 610. I personally am going to place long orders if we come to the $610, potentially targeting, you know, at least the top here. But I do think that will be a break-in eventually, and yeah, $680 for Bitcoin Cash in the immediate short term. So yeah, 680, 690. If you're comfortable with that position, you could hold it. I might hold it for longer, because I do think that this was also the bottom for Bitcoin Cash, the $470 range. This was the bottom also. So yeah, if you want to swing trade, guys, yeah, Bybit is the best swing trading platform in my opinion. For the fees are extremely low most of the time, so all depending on the activity, but they're mainly very, very low. So yeah, the link is in the description, guys. If you're interested in trading, check out, you know, my favorite day trading platform. I don't swing trade on PrimeXbt because of the fees. The fees are extremely high for swing trading, but for day trading is my favorite because they give you an insane bonus, 50% in addition of what you deposit if you use my link in the description, guys. Okay, Link is in down below. And if you use Bitcoin Sensitive 50, as soon as you sign in, you go to margin account, you put Bitcoin Sensitive 50, you'll be getting 50% in addition of what you deposit. You deposit $10,000, you're getting $5,000 on top of that for your margin. You cannot withdraw the bonus. It is added to your buying power eventually. You can withdraw the profits that you make with the bonus. So if you don't know how to trade on PrimeXbt, the link is in the description of the tutorial to learn how to trade on PrimeXbt. Dogecoin was discussed halfway through the live stream. Yes, we talked about Dogecoin, but not too much about Dogecoin. I don't like doing technical analysis on Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. What about ETC? MDevil, let's take a look at ETC. We did look at ETC before on different live streams also. ETC, Ethereum Classic. Right. We talked about Ethereum Classic way back over here, before having this massive run. We went from $49 all the way to $170 approximately. Absolutely insane. Obviously, was not predicted eventually, that huge massive pump. Right, let's take a look here at the short term here, mid long term for Ethereum Classic. Right, clearly see some support from this major top. Okay, we had a top here in April 17th on Ethereum Classic, just below the $50. We can clearly see we had massive volatility here, creating another next major support level. Eventually afterwards, after the volatility, $50 is major support here for Ethereum Classic. So yeah, we can clearly see that this has bounced nicely. Now, what can we expect for Ethereum Classic? Right, major resistance point here on Ethereum Classic. We're going to take a look at this as a fake out area. And Ethereum Classic should be breaking this resistance point to have a decent move here to the upside. Yeah, next major resistance line for Ethereum Classic would be the $32 right over there. So if we manage to, is this a double bottom scenario? It does look like double bottom scenario with the second bottom being higher. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a critical moment, the $62 levels. We need to break 63, which is this high over here, to confirm this breakout. Okay, if we manage to break out the 63 levels with some decent volume, then this would confirm this double bottom scenario, potentially having a nice leg up to the $72 range, which is the next major resistance here for Ethereum Classic. Usually double bottoms, double tops, usually play out nicely. So might see some sideways action here, and then potentially retesting this to see if we break out the $63 to retest $72. Yeah, we need to, for Ethereum Classic to get a nice move, is breaking $63. We do see this double bottom scenario. Okay, obviously the second bottom being higher, and yeah, we need a retest here at the $63, 63 to 64. We want to see a clear breakout with some volume, and then yeah, in the retracements, if you I think you can long this on Binance Futures. I do see a nice potential move to the $62 range for Ethereum Classic. Yeah. BTC back above 40k. Yes, it seems like here it does not want to go down, but I mean, this is extremely bullish. The sideways, the other side of the bearish divergence, if they don't play out, as you can see, the RSI still continues to the downside until we get to oversold territory, and the price of Bitcoin might be doing this, and this means that obviously the bearish divergence haven't played out nicely. You usually want to see a nice drop here with the RSI coming down. Still could play out, still a bit soon, but if we go much lower, then yeah, this means that the bulls are going to regain steam again, just by looking at the RSI. We want to see a drop soon here. We want to see a drop soon. Hopefully we get another leg higher once the markets open today. Yes, I would prefer seeing a correction for Bitcoin actually. I would like to see Bitcoin around the $38,000 range in the next coming hours, because I would buy up that dip. I would buy up this dip. Enjoying your TEA. Thank you very much, David Connor. Thank you very much for the support. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button. I'll appreciate that a million. So 470 is a solid bottom if BTC goes down big. Useful to know. Yes, $47,000 is a very, very strong support level. Also because it is this the resistance from this huge symmetrical triangle. Okay. Obviously, yeah, exactly. All depending on where we're going to, hit it. But if we have a severe drop, I don't think we will hit these levels. Down here, the support level. We could have a drop here in the immediate short term. Next coming hours, 1-2 days, and then get a bounce from the 38,000. In between 37,000 and 38,000 is a buy zone, in my opinion. We should be getting a very, very good bounce from here if we do come down. Obviously, if we take a look at the 1 hourly chart, like I mentioned before, this is a huge amount of buying pressure. This is why I've got this horizontal green line. If we have a huge green candle like this with this huge amount of volume, the back of it is usually very, very strong. Okay, so you should be getting some type of bounce from this area. Yeah, guys, this is going to be it for the live stream, okay? I will be getting some videos out. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, okay? Daily TA on Bitcoin and crypto. My opinion, I try to keep it simple. Simple patterns, resistance and support levels, okay? Potential targets. So, yeah, make sure to subscribe. Smash up the like button. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, okay? We do post here every single day stuff. And check out the Bitcoin Census website in the description, totally free. We got the latest news, price predictions. Okay, we got guides on how to buy, how to store, how to trade Bitcoin. Also, the tutorials on PrimeXbt, Bybit. So the link is in the description, guys. Massive thank you for your support. And I'll be doing live streams, more live streams during the week. And yeah, let's see if the price of Bitcoin has a correction, potentially to buy in, okay, and exit here as a double top. This is going to be my trading strategy, buying down over here if we have a drop, potentially exiting right over here. Be careful to not use too much leverage. Get your stop loss pretty far away, okay, and don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.